So you join me after the Bromley Salford City game, post-match. It sounds like I'm really sombre about the game. I'm not actually. It's just that I was thinking on the fly how I'm going to talk to everyone. But Bromley have lost the game 3-2. And I guess for many people, this probably now draws a line under any kind of hopeful playoff chat. I don't think any Bromley fan will be ultimately concerned about that. Only the most optimistic or new Bromley fan, and by new I mean someone who's kind of supported Bromley in the last 3 to 4 years, where basically we win all the time, would think that we genuinely had a chance at the playoffs. So it's, in a weird way, it's almost good that it's kind of ended it. And yeah, Bromley mathematically could still make it, but in a weird way it's good because it means that we can just enjoy the remainder of the season without any kind of pressure or any kind of lingering hopes of anything. In terms of today, though, it's disappointing. It's disappointing. Bromley started really well. I thought for the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes, Bromley created chances aplenty. Salford will say they were game, but I just spoke to Carl Robinson, listened in on his interview post-match, and he was like, yeah, we weren't in the game. Bromley were the top side for 20 minutes, and when we scored, by his own admission, and by we I mean Salford, he was like, that's completely against the run of play. But from there, I think once Salford scored, I think Bromley fell apart. We've seen it quite a bit at home, not as much away from home, because away from home we almost play a different style of football where we're happy to just sit back for the majority of the game and pick teams on the counter and take our chance when it comes, right? But at home, there's been times when you see like Bromley go through a passage of play where loads of loose passes and players almost going into business for themselves in the wrong areas of the pitch. And what was more, I guess, even more disappointing about it was the ease with which in the first half Salford were just cutting through the middle of the park. Like they were going from back to front, but not direct. No long balls, no like direct ball to a big man and winning second encounters and profiting that way. Just literally 1, 2, 3, 4 passes in. And I think particularly down the left-hand side, there was far too many gaps between Byron and Adam Mayer down the left-hand side. That created several openings, but you also have to hand it to Salford. They were absolutely clinical. In fact, they were Bromley. They were Bromley. Wait for your chance. When you get it, take it, and take the game away from the opposition. In hindsight, and everything's great in hindsight, I would have liked Andy to have made the changes at half-time. I thought if he had made 2 or 3 changes at half-time, nobody would have grumbled. I think everyone would have understood why. He made them on the hour mark, and then the first few on the hour mark, I think Cam and Kamal went off. Those were the right changes to make. Then Salford caught us cold again. Obviously, Cole Stockton gets his second, and the game's pretty much done from there. Obviously, Cheeky scores his 18th league goal of the season, then we get the grandstand finish. If Bromley had equalised in the remaining time and we'd drawn 3-3, I think everyone would have said fair enough. Even Salford might have said fair enough due to the pressure we had in the final 10 minutes of the game. But on the balance of play and how sloppy Bromley were in conceding the goals and how loose we were in the middle of the park until the triple sub at the end, you could say that maybe Salford deserved it. Maybe they actually did, and that this is one of those games where you say Bromley were the architects of their own downfall, and maybe again we've just seen a little bit of an inkling as to what we are right now, an upwardly mobile team that got promoted from the National League. We aren't a top 10 side. We are on our good day, but over the course of the season, we are what we were today, which is sometimes we're really, really good, and sometimes when we make mistakes, we get absolutely punished, and that gets you to about mid-table in League 2.